In the summer of 2020, decentralized finance moved from being a concept to a reality. A vast majority of this activity was happening on the Ethereum network. Toward the end of 2020, and especially early 2021, it became clear that Ethereum would not be the only platform in the space. For all of the innovation that it was able to deliver, it became a victim of its own success and was crippled by high transaction fees, slow transaction finality, and even expensive failed transactions. Users sought solutions to all of Ethereum's scalability issues on alternate smart contract platforms. New and faster contenders would emerge, including Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, but to be interoperable. Decentralized finance participants want the ability to move capital between these systems with ease, security, and fungibility. Decentralized finance applications want to be able to deliver this feature to their users. Multiple bridges are emerging, but most of them suffer from slow transaction times, sometimes hours to days. Many of these bridges have unfortunately been the victims of major exploits and hacks. If a bridge is not secure, it is not a solution. RelayChain has built the bridge architecture to solve all of the aforementioned problems. Fast, simple, secure. Relay.
Wow.
Whoa.
I think this comment sums it up right there.
Take all my money. Like, take it.
I mean, everybody, just welcome to today's episode of Trade the Chain Roundtable. We have some of our favorite people in crypto on right now, and that is Ed and Graham from the new RelayChain, which is, literally another moving video. Ed, I'm always stunned after watching the opening on that. I lose my composure.
It's because we have a really good marketing team that is puts together some really kick butt videos. As you can see, they're the whole concept of animated white paper. I think we're coining officially. I think we published our page turner one. If you're what do we say? If you're a boomer that drinks coffee and reads papers, but But these are a lot more fun. I think it tells the story a whole heck of a lot better. We said this last time we were on. We're focusing on what we do best, and I think that paper, or that video really does show that Ethereum's not going to be the only king in this in the town, right? There's going to be other chains and other connections needed, other bridges needed, and so obviously that's what Relay does now, and it's what it's going to do. Hopefully the best in the business.
Yeah, folks, if you want to grab a copy of that white paper, the link is in the description. Definitely go down, read through it. And if you want to just play that video over and over and over again while eating popcorn, it's on the RelayChain YouTube channel. So go there, definitely hit subscribe to keep viewing that. Now, guys, this has been a busy week. I know you guys carved out a little time for us to do this show. But I was hoping that maybe we could kind of walk through the white paper, just hit the points that are really important for RelayChain, just coming out of its shell now, formerly Zero Exchange, and then of course go into what I'm definitely in our community is getting hit up for, which is, hey, can someone show me how to do the swap?
Yep, swap time.
Swap time.
Yeah, just a quick comment on the animated white paper, which was kind of that first video that we opened with. We'll be releasing various pieces of that throughout the week so people can get acquainted with the project if they're new to Zero and now Relay. But yeah, really excited and grateful for our marketing team putting that together and having kind of that outside the box thinking. I think having a visual representation of every aspect of our project, in graphical form is pretty cool. So big shout out to them.
Totally. And well, listen, we did one on the last time we had you guys here for the AMA, and it was moving. But you've been teasing us for quite some time, and I also do want to apologize to everybody for the sound. I think I messed that up, so you didn't get the full effect on the viewership. But you've been teasing us for quite some time. Now has come the week. I mean, people have been counting down the days. No one even cares about the London fork. They're like, when is the RelayChain swap happening? When can we get to play with that? So, kudos to you guys for working hard. So let's get to it. I'm excited. Maybe ahead of myself here.
So what white paper is that? You want to run through that?
Yeah, 100%. Let's give the people what they want. Explain what the new and improved white paper is about.
So, in all honesty, improving on the zero exchange white paper was not that tall of a task. The documentation for that project was subpar. So, we can laugh and joke about it now. And this new Relay white paper raises the bar to an incredibly high level. Quickly explains our backstory, explains some of the core use case, and really introduces in a really elegant way with some great visual support the main bridging as a service platform that we are now offering for partners. Some of the really exciting gas token index, gas token reward revenue model that we're introducing as well. And really, all that sounds complicated, but really at our core, this bridging as a service is kind of, stripping away a lot of the noise and a lot of the features that, I think would be nice to have in a DEX, and really rooting down back into understanding what our core service offering is and what we do best, which is our bridge, and making it secure, making it insured, and really allowing our partners to share in the success of some of this cross-chain interoperability between blockchains. So again, big shout out to our marketing team, but the white paper does a really great job of explaining each component of our project, both from a use case perspective to bridging as a service, and also the kind of the new tokenomics and profit model or revenue model that we have.
It's amazing to think about, right, Alex? The first time we saw zero exchange, we thought this is the coolest thing in crypto. And for you guys to go back, put in all this work, and just find ways to exponentially improve it and make it even better. I mean, I'm so excited for those in the community and the viewers right now that didn't see our first AMA with you on Relay, for them to learn more about what you've built, because it really is amazing. It's incredible.
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, a lot of things, right? I know this. We all know the Cent Token team picked Zero Exchange for the fair launch. That was cool. Zero Exchange. You need to realize this. There's another bigger, flashier name that people know that does bridging as a service or wants to do bridging as a service, but Zero Exchange was doing it first. So while somebody else may have had some flash and this and that, it was Zero Exchange that was actually executing this, and that's a big deal for everybody to remember. So I'm super stoked. I'm excited. I like the new name too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it speaks to that core use case for sure.
Listen, on the last AMA, you guys did something big, and you guys issued an apology. That was huge. People took notice of that, and it was probably one of the biggest points and takeaways from that show. This is why the community is so strong around RelayChain, and it says something to it. I was in the community earlier today on TG. It's a great group of people. It's growing. It should be growing a lot more, but yeah. Now, what are some of the things that you guys have added a new chain. It was actually happening, I believe, Ryan, the last time we had them on, it was they added a new chain. It was way
Yeah, they added a new chain, and they mentioned they have another protocol or two they want to add as well. I think what I'm most excited about is some of the tokenomics that they've baked into this, because there's such a huge incentive to use Relay and to interact with the community.
Well, fast and cheap.
Yeah.
And people like fast and cheap, and that's what we like. So, I mean, it's the future. We're just going to do all the talking for Graham and Ed. We're good.
They're better at explaining the nitty gritty than us, though. We can get it. We can go down to the basics. Why does it matter to you? Fast, cheap, and great incentives. But Graham and Ed can tell you, how it works. And I think that's part of why they're here. Yes, Alex?
Yes, and for all the people, Graham's little profile pic, that's actually him. I was hanging out with him, in South Florida, and I saw that come through the door. I was like, "That's Graham." No, all joking aside, these guys are tired, so they're easy to poke fun at right now. All joking aside, though, what are some of the delights that, some of the surprises that we have coming? Are we doing some yield farming, liquidity pools? What's up with that?
This is right now. It's wheelhouse. I'll let him.
Yeah, I was going to say. So I was going to let you guys keep talking. That was fun. Well, I got a lot of points I want to touch on there. So yes, I don't even know where to start. Yes, there's other bridges. Everyone knows there's other bridges. I think we do really special is what have I been saying to our marketing group? Keep it simple almost. There's been all the exotic bridge exploits, which obviously as being a bridge, a bridge token, you see those and it hits you right in the gut. I mean, you don't like to hear from the Rune community or the AnySwap community or the, Rune being ThorChain or Chain Swap, or there's been 3 big ones, maybe 4 at this point. And every time you get them, you go back to your tech team and you go like, guys, we're good, right? Like we're good. And it keeps you up at night, and that you should be asking that of your team to be kept up at night, to be honest, because it means you're checking through everything. You're checking through everything with your auditors. You're checking through everything. You're checking, you're Santa Claus. You're checking that list multiple times, so that by keeping it simple, using chain safe, using a tried and true method of hold and mint and then burn and release. Knock on wood. I hope you don't see any headlines with RelayChain, and I hope the only headlines you do see is that we're successful and our bridge is great. But you do all the little things right. In this case, with a Halborn audit, with the Zokyo audit, with the code base it's all based on is done by consensus diligence. Fund security and bridge security are of paramount importance to the team. So. Is there other ones? Sure. Is our model the most exotic? No. Should it be? I don't think so. This model has proven to work.
Let's talk about that for a second, though. Why you guys went through the process of an audit? You guys went through the process of diligently coding. Where across this journey was it where you guys got together and said, we have to go these extra steps?
I think, one of the things that is great about DeFi that I think people maybe take for granted is that every day we are usually using platforms that are in some type of a beta. We're getting, access to kind of stuff that's right at the forefront that for a majority of DeFi has not been really thoroughly tested over time, just because it's, this is all relatively new. And I think, unfortunately, speed sometimes has come at the sacrifice of security. And, you're using a DEX, you're using somebody's bridge, and you're not really giving it too much thought. But at the end of the day, one of the things that's great about trying something or using something over time is it kind of becomes hardened just through use. We don't have that luxury in DeFi. It's brand new. And I think, the stuff that you're seeing with ThorChain, they're a really well-funded, smart team of people. They're going to be okay. But one thing that I think people don't do enough of is really holding some of these projects accountable for getting things like audits, getting things like insurance, because, you know, while insurance isn't going to do anything if you don't get exploited, having that confidence to be able to use a platform that has taken the extra steps to earn trust, I think is really big. And you know, we've gone out of our way, I think more so recently to show that we can be trusted by going through some of these steps and processes like getting multiple audits. I am somebody that believes that, you know, if you are going to be using a platform and investing significant funds on that platform, that they should be held to an expectation. And unfortunately, with DeFi being so new, that expectation, I think, is sometimes not. You know, some projects aren't held accountable as much as they probably should be.
You know, you guys, in taking the time that you have to build out Relay after first launching Zero and seeing some of the mistakes that have been made in the market that you've alluded to, I think that's kind of what's enabled you to build that, you know, improved platform, having that audit, and, you know, showing that you've gone that extra effort to have that additional layer of security along with the insurance. And I think once more and more people start learning about this platform, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if you guys start surpassing, at least in trading volume, some of the other more well-known platforms out there that you've mentioned, for sure.
Yeah, we're having unbelievable conversations with projects and different chains, you know, prospect clients that you know, the safety and the security and the insurance is really compelling. And really, I think I don't know of any other bridge that would share revenue with a partner, but these conversations, people are very, very receptive to that. So if I can encourage or, you know, make you know, the listeners feel good about that, you know, the story that we're telling, the actions, the steps that we're taking to build a very robust, secure bridge, you know, people are very, very receptive to that. It's been fun explaining Relay.
What led to the decision to share revenue with partners, right? Because as you've said, I haven't seen that anywhere else myself either in a model like this. So what was the genesis of that? And can you share a little bit more about how that works? Yeah,
I think, you know, we learned a ton of lessons from Zero. You know, having too high of farming emissions, you know, not having a deflationary aspect to our tokenomics to bring more utility back to, you know, our token holders, you know, learning all of that and understanding some of the partnerships and the DEXs and, you know, projects that have their own token. A lot of them face very, very similar challenges, right? So, you know, if you approach a project, hey, would you like to white label our bridge? You know, here's how you can benefit from that. We will share revenue so that you can then take very highly liquid gas tokens and you can use them to buy back your own token. You can add, you know, deposit into your treasury. And what it does is it adds a level of relatability, I think, to the conversation where, you know, we are giving those projects an opportunity to have options and have choice. And, you know, a lot of these projects, they are, you know, either relatively new or on the newer side, less than a year. And, you know, maybe they're falling into the, you know, the trap that we fell into, which was having their own native project token, you know, at really high emissions. You know, using or white labeling our bridge in partnership with RelayChain will allow them to share and capture revenue that didn't exist before. And that revenue can be used to buy back and burn their own token. It can be used to offset emissions that they may have in a pool in some completely different platform somewhere else. And you know, that ability to give them opportunity to choose is really powerful. So that's been probably, you know, the easiest sell of that is just being able to relate, and then using that relatability and, you know, some of the struggles that they may be going through, and telling them the opportunity that exists to partner with us.
You know, one of the things brought up by Crypto Niku in the chats was about server security. So it is, you know, obviously not divulging the details of the castle, But how is security overall for the platform looking? You know, we obviously saw some things happen to another, you know, bridging platform. What did you guys do in, let's call it version 2 here, to kind of beef that up? I think Edmund fell asleep again. He's very tired, folks.
I mean, you do have a relaxing voice. Like it calms that baritone.
I don't even know how to react to that. I'll take it, I guess. Server security. So we have a team of a well-rounded team, I guess you could say. Not only spanning time zones, but spanning specialties. So a pretty core group of our team is actually somebody that, or a core member of our team is somebody that's spent, do I want to count years? 15 years in kind of penetration testing, OPSEC, things around those I guess those special, or that space, but kind of at the well, I don't want to give too much away. Just, you know, in spaces of governments where that is very important. Let's put it that way. And so where it's having something like that on our team is that anytime we do anything with our servers or you know, our infrastructure, we basically say, go test it, but don't tell us you're testing it. Right. The best way to see if you're secure is we tell you it's ready to go, and he tells us whether or not it's actually ready to go. And, you know, knock on wood, to this point, we've, yep.
In TTC land, that would be the security secret shopper.
Wait,
yes, we had our bridge tester. Yes, Weston, like, in beating on our bridge. But exactly right. So that's the whole point, is that, you know, the best security test you're ever going to get is the one you don't know is happening. Just like the best experience you're ever going to get is when the best time to beat on something is, again, exactly when you think you're prepared but you're not. So in much the same way an audit does that, take this as kind of like a security audit, but from the hardware and the infrastructure and the cloud offerings, and just make sure that your endpoints are secure, your infrastructure is secure, each aspect's, you know, your OPSEC is secure, your keys are secure. I think Graham didn't even mention about, you know, the fact that, you know, everything's being migrated fully to multi-sigs, you know, which Halborn will be a holder of. That's a pretty big deal. You know, it's putting known faces, known companies, big known entities, you know, as key holders to the bridge and to Relay and to kind of who we are and what we're doing.
Yeah, and cool. You know, I always joke around with the guys at Halborn, because I say that, you know, RelayChain is a bunch of free marketing for them, but we're actually going to be signing them to a continuous advisory role for RelayChain. So not only will they be doing this upfront audit, which they're in the process of doing now for both our bridge and farming contracts, but also they're going to be assigning a 3 or 4 member team of white, black hat hackers that are going to be testing every push update that we make to our GitHub, you know, every new feature that we add, they are going to be testing it over and over and over again on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. And that does not come cheap. It's one of the reasons, just so you guys know, that are listeners here, one of the reasons that we did a very small IDO was so that we could create some runway for things like security advisory from Halborn. These are all things that we're doing to make sure that we're not just taking one audit at face value and thinking that we're always going to be safe. It's something that we are going to be taking seriously every day of every month, and we're going to be dedicating dollars to that.
Very cool. Let's. Are you guys who have a little question from John Cap in the audience, and it is one that is followed by many. Are we able to walk through the swap process? Today is the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are, as of right now. I have to be very careful because it's not supposed to go live for about 25 minutes. So this is the, so let me just make sure I actually have
good. I can tell everybody to grab the sandwich or something. We just hang here for 25 minutes.
No. I can show now. I'm just making sure. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see how bad I can mess this up.
I don't know if you've been on this software yet, but
I'm just making sure I don't mess it up. That's all. As long as I don't mess it up, Graham won't get mad at me or the dev team. All right. I'm just gonna have to try and go full screen because literally last time I messed this up, they had to pull the whole branch down, and so let's try not to mess this up. Okay. I'm intentionally being vague, everybody, so just forgive me. All right. Share screen. That's going to share the whole screen. Can't do that. Graham, tell them about Bridge for a second while I get this set up. Or give me a sec. I just want to make sure I do this right. Did I? Now I feel awkward. It got real quiet. Sorry, guys.
No. I'll keep people.
I'm sorry. I'm silent because the construction crew in the apartment above me is sawing and hammering and making all kinds of noise. So I'm better off just standing here on mute, grinning.
Here, tell you what. It's not letting me share out of what it's not letting me do is let me share out of this browser window. So I'm going to leave. And I'm going to come right back, and then I'm going to show everybody. So be right there.
And when you go to show, I will see it. And so what I will do in the meantime, folks, I'm going to tell you the only joke I know. Okay.
Oh God.
So a lot of people don't realize, and Ryan, I don't think you do either. But I used to work for Pepsi, and my days of Pepsi were fun. I enjoyed it, but then one day I got fired. Do you know why I got fired, Ryan?
Tell us, Alex. Why did you get fired?
Because I tested positive for Coke. So I got fired from Pepsi.
I like it.
Yep. Nobody's amused.
All right, round two. If I don't mess this up, otherwise, obviously, we love Trade the Chain, and everyone's about to get a little free alpha. So hopefully, I don't mess it up.
No worries. No worries.
But I will try my damnedest to not mess this up. I also haven't tested this, so YOLO.
There we go, folks. This is new for everybody.
All right, share screen. Oh, I could have done the window. All that for nothing. But it's
at least we got to hear Alex's great joke. I mean, world-class humor.
Wow.
Did I miss it? All right. First off, is everyone looking at our pretty faces on this cool app? Yeah.
Not yet. It's in the waiting room. When you want.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna full screen this. Are we good here?
We are good. Full screen.
Good to go.
All right. So you're gonna go to RelayChain.com. On the left, you're gonna see a 0 to relay button. You're gonna click said button. You're gonna choose the amount of relay you want to send over. There's going to be chunks on each chain. Once that amount is used up for the day, you have to wait till the next day. So it is first come, first serve. Again, Graham and I have said this in the chats. We'll say it again. The amount of circulating relay is probably not nearly as high, or 0 is not as high as people think. There's a lot that's ghosted from our initial airdrops, and people forget about it. So when we're doing 10% today, that 10% is probably higher than that, truthfully. And otherwise, it's still better for healthier price action, healthier IDO, healthier just, we hope anybody that's still holding is believing in us. We believe in ourselves. So we hope we understand why we made this decision. So with all that said, I'm on the Ethereum branch. I've got 474 0. You gotta do the approval transaction. On Ethereum, it's Ethereum gas. So I'm just gonna pay it, and it'll be what it'll be. We'll do it fast.
And where are we going to get the contract address to put into our MetaMask wallet?
You won't have to do any of that. This handles it. In terms of where to get the relay one, we'll for all the chains, we'll publish it probably in our Telegram, and we can tweet it out too. I think the relay one for Polygon is already there. I don't know if we've pushed the ones for all the contracts for all the other chains yet.
Okay. All right.
We'll post that in Telegram here in about 29 minutes.
And that's when it goes live, huh?
That's when it goes live. Yeah. And so what you guys aren't seeing, so when you hit approve, where it says approve pending, that will trigger MetaMask. It will be an approved transaction and then a confirmed transaction. Essentially what the contract function is going to do is it's going to consume your zero, lock it on contract, and then it's going to, at a 100-to-1 ratio, essentially give your wallet address the appropriate amount of relay token. As Ed mentioned, it is first come, first serve, 10% on this first day. I believe it's 10% tomorrow, and then it increases the next couple of days after that. You should have your relay. We'll all be standing by in Telegram to answer questions as well.
I intentionally stopped sharing for a second. That wasn't to spook everybody. I'm seeing if my MetaMask is actually working. So, I think I'm just hoping. Yeah, of course, it just confirmed right as I did that. So, I will reshare in a second.
That swap looks pretty straightforward, right? Like
you got to do the approval and the swap, and there it is. I'm gonna actually hold on. I'm gonna reshare right now. 1 second. The approvals are slow. There's probably an NFT drop. I'm sure something is happening right now where art blocks or somebody's dropping something. Bored Ape.
So someone in the comments asked a good question. Is Zero and Avalanche chain swap also live today? Or is it just on ETH?
It's going to be ETH. We just found out. I just got this note from the devs. Let me figure out why, though. Hold on. I'm literally checking through Discord as we speak. I think it's going to be on ETH, Polygon, and BSC. So if you haven't, there's your alpha. That if you want to have your best shot, we decided. Yeah. All right. So I think they're having just a small issue with Avalanche. So you can bridge to one of those other 3 chains if you want to be one of the first in. It's better to be able to go swapping today. So there'll be, what is that? 32 million, 10 million per chain, essentially.
Okay.
Right, that's not so bad. Very cool.
And our bridge is working, so if you want to bridge before, you have a chance. Obviously, we're doing this whole week. So anyways, back to sharing the screen.
So just to reiterate, while Ed's getting that set up, if you have Zero on Avalanche, bridge it to BSC or Polygon. It'll be a really inexpensive transaction, and do the swap there.
So going to do the swap right now. The approval is just taking its time. I'm not kidding when I think there's probably some reason to the why it was slow, but
just to walk through it for the folks that are beginners for sure. Go to RelayChain.com. Obviously, you see the menu on the left. Hit the 0 to relay. It's going to pull up the window you see now. And at this time, you should have your MetaMask connected. Obviously, you can see the MetaMask for Ed up in the upper right-hand corner. It's connected. And then you're going to convert a certain amount of Zero in that window, and then hit swap. And it's going to swap. Oh, there it goes. It's gone.
Boom.
And now it's pending. And it should. There it is. It's exchanged successfully. And I believe I should have my relay. Again, I have not tested this. So again, I'm going to stop sharing just to be extra secure because they will kill me.
And could you guys shoot over the
there it is.
relay address when you get a chance? So I can put that in the description for folks. Or did you say that's automatic?
It's automatic, but so for example, that transaction did work, by the way. So my 474 Zero is now held in the contract. I got 4.74 relay back, and I will send you the Ethereum contract on the backstage right now.
Okay.
And yes, so you can all FUD this. The Zero team has officially moved, or the relay team has moved 474 Zero over. So I took the whole limit to myself.
There are now 4 less relay for the community.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys on while this goes live, so I could sneak off screen and get mine.
I think I was careful. I'm sure somebody's smarter than me on YouTube that I'm sure I slipped up somewhere, honestly. But
all All right, cool.
You know, I joke. I tried to be as operationally secure there as I could be as to
I didn't see anything, so I think you're good.
And the relay contract is to relay Ethereum contract. Let me Ethereum contract. And boom.
let's go see.
That is now in the description, folks. I saw we had a comment about it, so you can go and pull it from there. And okay, so those 3 chains people can start on today. It goes live in 24 minutes. What other questions do folks have? Now, you saw how easy it is to do the swap. It's literally cut and paste practically.
Well, now I get the, you were asking liquidity. So this actually half the, you know, what Graham was saying before about like why, you know, what are we doing special? Well, part of it, right, is those, every bridging that occurs between certain chains, we are able to, you know, share some of those fees. So some of those fees in this example are being shared with our IDO partner or our inaugural DEX, right? QuickSwap. So there's some really excellent quick rewards being paid out right now to the Relay quick pair. So for the farmers in the audience that want to take advantage, I think they're doing something like 10 quick a day, which is kind of a bunch. I don't even know what they're at right now. Probably like $3,500 a day in emissions, which one is good for us, right? It's not emitting relay, so don't, you know, when we get all kinds of FUD for emissions. So, you know, we're just glad to have QuickSwap as a partner. It was paying something like 45,000% APR or APY this morning. I haven't looked in the last couple hours.
Okay.
But, you know, that's one of the major liquidity events that's going on. The other liquidity events that'll be occurring will be, you know, we will have some relay emissions for the other chains. We'll probably enable deposits on those, I think tomorrow or 2 days, where you can just deposit and get ready, and then we'll start emissions later this week once more people have had a chance to bridge their zero over. Won't be anything crazy. We're not gonna blow 10% of the supply in a month or anything like that, but it'll help seed liquidity on the different pools. Thus, you know, really enticing arbitrage. Again, the more arbitrage opportunities, the more bridges, the more the whole economic model completes itself. And thus, then, you know, once the economic model is proven, then you have all kinds of partners and other people reaching out saying, "Hey, this bridge is awesome. Let's do it." Yeah, so that's it. So if you haven't gotten a chance, Relay is actively trading on QuickSwap right now. Their liquidity program is actively happening right now. It, you know, again, up to 10 quick a day, which is pretty substantial. Otherwise, if you've got zero, you can swap that over and pile that into the LP in 21 minutes.
A couple of questions. I know, first of all, Amir, I see ones you asked for the swap. We just did a whole demonstration on swap, so just hit the rewind button a little bit. 1-0 to 1 relay. It is not. I believe it's 100-0 to 1 relay. Is that
now?
Correct?
Keep in mind now. Before it's the tokenomics have changed though, so it's equivalent value, right? So relay is trading at like, I haven't even looked today. Probably $3.80, $4 somewhere in there.
It'll be like $500 by the time we're done with this episode. Just hang on.
There we go. I like it.
Can people buy relay on relay?
Right now, you can buy it. It'll link you over to QuickSwap. We will have new pools for the other chains, you know, later this week where you'll be able to. For now, it just punts you right over to QuickSwap because that's where all the liquidity is. Because we did that small IDO, which helped us, you know, kind of take care of our own shop.
All right. What else you got, Ryan? We got the gentleman captive right now.
Nothing.
There's a lot covered.
Wondering when the construction will stop.
Somebody's having a not good day.
That's all right. I'm having a better day than most people probably. It's only over my office. I don't understand. Why is it over just my office? It's like they know. That's all.
It did make me want to check. I'm just seeing what Relay is currently pricing at. I'm hoping it's something fun. Yeah, $4.10. So there you go. So that's so you're not losing value on your zero. We are not taking your zero from you. We've just changed the tokenomics where the relay supply is 1/100th of that. It's you know, the whole point is that DEXs emit really hot and have crazy emissions. Bridges don't. So it's time to rethink our model. And that was a big piece of it. And it created all kinds of FUD. And if I could do it all over again, I probably wouldn't have done it, because my Lord, the amount of times I had to, what do you call that little thing? The little thing with the pegs on it, where you teach people math on it.
Oh,
an abacus. There it is.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times an abacus came out in our Telegram was not fun. So I'm sorry, Zero community, Relay community, for changing the supply. But so all in all, today's an exciting day. It's a good chance for seeing Relay forward. There's really awesome liquidity rewards happening. Live charting will be coming through ChartX soon, so you can see the price across all the chains. Am I missing anything? I mean,
and we have one comment from Tom. Will there be Relay pools launching today? Right now, I believe it's only a quick swap. Tom, go over there. There's some crazy APY happening right now, or will be.
And where can we see a chart of Relay? Is that possible? It's another question in the comments.
One more time.
Sorry, there's a chart. Where can we see a Relay chart for the coin? Is there one available yet?
Yes. ChartX. Pick your charting. ChartX has it. Dex Tools, I think, has it at this point. Dex Guru, PooCoin. But you will have our ChartX charts for Relay across all the chains once the pricing's set up directly on RelayChain.
Cool.
All right. Cool. There it is, folks. Exciting day. Now, I'm glad I didn't pressure them for zero swag, because I would have had to swap that today too.
Maybe we'll set you guys up your own little. You can get your own little cent. We'll have to get you a cent Relay pool.
I think we're going to talk about that. So that'll be great.
We do have some legacy Zero swag floating about, which will, maybe we'll mint them as NFTs.
I was going to say we got to mint them as NFTs.
We've got some hoodies.
You can work with hats. Have it be like throwback gear, right? Like the old uniforms, like baseball uniforms.
Yeah. The very, very limited, rare supply of legacy Zero swag floating about. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that. But that would be pretty cool to have.
That would be totally cool. And maybe take out the punks that are trading for ridiculous amounts of ETH now. Cyberpunks. Buy the Zero swag NFT instead. All right, cool guys. Thank you for being on, for having us be able to grill you about this, get some answers for the community. Super excited. Today's the first day. I'm going to put some more information too. I know that there was a little a calendar map that I saw before. I'm going to try to put that into the description as well, with a couple other things to help people along here. But awesome day, great day. Excited to do my swap. Honestly, I got to get the heck off the channel because it goes live in 15 minutes. So
gotta get it.
I'm going to try to beat everybody for the first day.
I like it. At least there's not a massive arbitrage opportunity. They're pricing about equal right now, so that's good. Otherwise, cool. Alex would have already shut the show down and be like, "I'm out."
Yeah, we appreciate you guys having us on. Thank you very much.
It's always a good time, guys.
Graham, it's always great.
Yeah.
Looking forward to making the Relay community bigger and better than ever. So right now it's a very positive crew, and I give a shout out to them for sure for supporting you. So thank you guys.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Thanks.